I feel lucky enough to learn from her every single day. But yeah, we were hunting her. They were making it hard on us, but we were trying to get switches and everything, but we finally got it. And at the free throw line was pretty crazy, and let the fans cheer for her was awesome.
Your teammates wanted you to have that. Caitlyn, you guys are in the huddle scheming to make sure that she walks out of here with some history today. Why?
Because she deserves it. She's one of the best players that's ever played the game, touched the ball. So, I mean, not only a great person, great basketball player, really great leader for our team. So,
to start your season 2025 with a triple-double, what message does that tell you about where you belong in this league?
You know, I think just keep getting better every single night, continue to set my teammates up.
Did you see Caitlyn Clark's triple-double? 20 points, 10 boards, 10 assists, and that's just the beginning. Her jaw-dropping performance had everyone asking, did she just solidify her place as one of the season's greats?
Well, DeWanna Bonner, you made history today, moving into third place, passing a legendary player like Tina Thompson. What does that mean to you?
I only wanted one thing, was a win, to get that and see my teammates shine. Oh man, I'm just excited to be here with this group. So doing it in front of this crowd is insane. I feel like I've been working for this moment for a very long time, but I'm just happy we got the win.
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video.
Right, your first taste of the Fever crowd, what do you think?
I don't know, I think I was a little shell shocked at first, but it's amazing. I'm just honored to be in this moment, in this group, with this group, this team, this fan, this city. It's been great.
You know, I know we put up 93 points and won by 30, but I felt like we still could have been a lot better. So we go back to work. You know, we have hard games coming up. That's the thing about this league. You have a couple days, it's on to the next, on to the next. So how do we keep getting better?
Caitlyn Clark didn't just step on the court. She owned it. Imagine putting up a triple-double in a game where all eyes were on you, where every move was scrutinized. That's exactly what happened. The build-up to this game had been massive. Everyone had been talking about the rivalry between Clark and Angel Reese all season. These two are constantly compared. Who's the better scorer, the better playmaker, or just overall more determined to lead their squad to a win?
Is that a part of your game that you've been working on the postseason? Are we going to see more blocks out of you as your career rolls on?
Not really something you can work on.
Okay. This is for Caitlyn. Triple-double today. Not the first one in your career, but you had 4 blocks out there. That's more than you ever had in college. Matches your WNBA career high. Felt like you were channeling the spirit of Gabby Marshall out there with the blocks.
I don't know, I felt like I had active hands. I had some pokes when our post players were playing good defense, and you know, coaching staff has just challenged me to try to be a better defender every single practice and just getting better in that area. I still feel like there's a lot of room for me to improve.
The hype was real, and this was Clark's chance to let her game do all the talking. But let's be real, things didn't start out perfectly for Caitlyn. The Chicago Sky's defense came out strong, pressing her hard and forcing a few early turnovers. She even missed a couple of shots you'd normally expect her to nail. You could almost hear the critics starting to talk. Maybe she can't handle the pressure. Is she cracking in a big game? That's when things shifted. Clark began dissecting the Sky's defense like she was solving a puzzle. She started hitting her stride, spotting openings, threading passes, and finding her rhythm from deep. And when I say she wasn't just scoring, that's exactly what I mean. Caitlyn was quarterbacking the offense. She dictated the flow of the game, deciding when to push in transition and when to slow it down. The stats prove it. 4 blocks, 2 steals, and a ridiculous ability to involve her teammates. One of the best examples, mid-second quarter, Clark pulls off this insane no-look dish to Natasha Howard, who powers through for a finish at the rim. That right there was the turning point. You could feel the Fever's energy shift. The team was locked in.
So, yes, wasn't anything like that, and I went for the ball, and that's clear as day in the replay. You watch it. You know, it shouldn't have been upgraded, but again, that's up to the ref's discretion. But I appreciate AB having my back. I guess I don't even know what she did. I didn't see that.
No, nobody's going to get anything easy against us. You know, we're going to be a tough defensive team. I thought it was a clear play on the ball as well. You know, one of the points of emphasis for us is we can't give up and ones. But I thought it was a good play on the ball, and I am proud of this group. I mean, look, we have a lot of young players, and we have a lot of veterans, and understanding, you know, moments where we have opportunities to grow from a mental toughness standpoint.
By halftime, the numbers were already impressive. 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. The buzz in the arena was undeniable. You could feel something special building. The second half, That was all about clinching it. She wrapped things up with 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists, stepping right into her moment. This wasn't a good game. This was a loud, resounding message. And just like that, the Indiana Fever's fight wasn't a solo moment. Caitlyn Clark set the tone, but she had backup. Right behind her, Aaliyah Boston was about to put on her own show, making sure the Sky didn't stand a chance of coming back. If Caitlyn Clark ran the offense, Aaliyah Boston controlled the defense. Boston turned the Sky's offense into a series of frustrated attempts from the moment the game started. 5 blocks? That's only a part of the story. She was everywhere, timing her movements perfectly, shutting down Chicago's opportunities in the paint. This isn't anything new for Boston. All season, she's been the Fever's defensive anchor, a nightmare for opposing offenses trying to attack inside. But in this game, her presence was critical. The Sky had to rely on their interior game to stay competitive. Boston made sure that wasn't going to happen. Early on, Chicago tried to challenge her, driving repeatedly to the basket. At first, they found little gaps, scoring a few times, but that didn't last long. Boston quickly made adjustments. It was like she could see the next play before it happened, positioning her body to force tough attempts or block their shots outright. She wasn't falling for fakes, and anytime a Sky player even thought about scoring at the rim, Boston was there, disrupting everything. The defining moment came in the third quarter. Chicago's star forward decided to take matters into her own hands, charging straight to the rim for what looked like an easy 2 points. Boston read it perfectly. As the ball left the player's hand, Boston swatted it with authority, sending it flying the other way. That block didn't just stop the Sky, it ignited a fast break for the Fever that ended in a big 3-pointer. Plays like that crushed Chicago's momentum and gave the Fever all the energy they needed. But this was more than just block after block. Boston forced Chicago into uncomfortable mid-range jumpers and contested threes because they didn't want to deal with her in the paint anymore. That hesitation, that constant awareness of Boston's presence completely threw off their rhythm. She didn't just defend, she controlled the game, stopping plays before they even started by cutting off passing lanes and denying entry feeds. By the time the final buzzer sounded, Boston had racked up 5 blocks, but her impact was way beyond the box score. The Fever knew they could trust her to clean up defensively, and that confidence spread throughout the team. With Boston standing strong inside, Chicago never had the chance to recover, and as incredible as her performance was, the game didn't just celebrate the future. Dana Bonner's milestone reminded everyone just how much history this franchise is building on. The Fever's win over the Sky wasn't just a game, it was a statement. Caitlyn Clark's triple-double showed her ability to lead under pressure, while Aaliyah Boston anchored the defense with unmatched dominance. Together, they controlled the court on both ends, leaving no doubt that this team is built for something bigger. And let's not forget Dana Bonner's historic milestone, becoming the 3rd all-time leading scorer in the WNBA, which added even more significance to the night. What's next for this squad? Can the Fever ride this momentum to a playoff spot? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned.